Hello everybody, it's GB. Yep, you read that right. We're doing something a little different today, so buckle in, get comfortable, and let's head off to a cabin in the woods. The HP Spectre X360 is a creativity upgrade from anywhere. It is the perfect middle ground between performance, noise, and battery. HP sent me the Spectre X360, and my first thought was, wow, this is really portable. So I figured, let's go somewhere. Listen, I am a homebody. I do not leave my house, so this was a bit more experimental for me, but I was really inspired to get out there and see what I could make that was a little different, a little more out of my comfort zone. Spoiler alert, it went really well and I had a really good time. Not every single little thing I shot turned out exactly how I wanted it to, but that was okay because it was way more important for me to just do something spontaneous, and I got some really beautiful footage and it was awesome to put together and edit it all. I ended up editing a little bit because I shot for 2 days. I edited a little bit at the cabin and then got to finish it up at home. So I hope you enjoy the end result. But before we jump into the road trip, let me tell you all about HP's Spectre X360. Now, like I said, the first thing that stood out to me was how portable the Spectre X360 is. Not only is it incredibly light, but it is so easy to hold. It fit in all of my bags. I loved it. Once you open it and start using it, you'll notice very quickly one of the coolest things about it is its 4 modes, and it makes it extremely versatile to use. There's laptop mode, tent mode, tablet mode, and stand mode. The screen is a touch screen, and I found that to be really responsive, and the display itself is gorgeous. There are a few other designs that make the Spectre X360 really great. Focus mode, Focus Assist, and HP Smart Sense. Focus mode dims background apps not in use while keeping the app currently being used bright. I really noticed a difference in battery life when I was using this, and it truly did keep me on task, which I need help with. Now, Focus Assist builds onto that. When enabled, Focus Assist helps limit notifications and other distractions when you work. Me, distracted? Never. Finally, HP Smart Sense. Yes. Oh, I love this. You can customize performance, fan speed, noise, external temperature. I cannot tell you how useful it was to be able to turn the HP Spectre X360 onto quiet mode when I was trying to capture audio. It was absolutely an ASMR artist's dream, but I can see it being useful for any creator who's trying to capture audio or film something quiet while also having a working, usable laptop in the room. I'm very impressed by all the little attentive details, and it was a lot of things that I wouldn't have even known to want. If you would like to check out the HP Spectre X360, you can follow the link in the description box below, or you can go to hp.com/thoughtfullaptop. Thank you so much, HP, for sponsoring today's video. The HP Spectre X360, a more thoughtful laptop. Welcome, we have arrived. It's about midnight now, and this is our first look at the cabin we'll be staying in. It's very rustic, very cozy, and very immersive. Exactly what I was picturing. The decor, the furniture, and even the This one stood out to me, and I read a little bit of that. Now, I did attempt to do a full 10-minute trigger video. It did not turn out how I wanted it to, but a bunch of these snippets I really liked, so I'll show you those now. Little grinder is a metal handle. It's like a little metal hook, and the metal part goes around the bottom over the sterile sands and the fields beyond. But they're pretty heavy, like brass keys. This is a little box. The little checker pieces. 2 dogs. Hunter, and then the tiny little birds. Listen to that leather. I'll see you in the morning. Now, I did shoot a 10-minute role play that is not making it into the final cut, but that's okay. After I did that, I looked over the footage and finalized my plan for the next morning, since I was getting up really early. The next morning, this was about 6 a.m., it was really rainy, and I ended up narrating over this clip, so I'll let you listen to that. I slept pretty well last night. I kept waking up and thinking that I was supposed to be filming, and I kept having mini half dreams where I was oh, I should have recorded that sound, or oh, I can get that in the morning. I was all gibberish and not real thoughts. So I finally woke up at 5:30, and I was well, my alarm's set for 6, so you have to turn your brain off and just let yourself sleep for the next half hour. You're not filming right now. You're not filming yet. So that was funny. When I'm on something I only have a certain amount of time, I'm so afraid of oversleeping or something that I end up being very restless. But honestly, considering that I went to bed at 2:30 and woke up at 6, feeling pretty good. Again, it's just beautiful out here, so I'm excited to go hiking once the rain stops. Time to say goodbye to our cabin. Checking out already. This is a short trip, but that's okay. I loved the morning air, sound of rain, sound of gravel. Ready to go. I think this was the earliest I've gotten up in years and years. We had to drive a little bit to get to our destination. There was a trail with some waterfalls I was very interested in, but it wasn't open yet. I have no idea where I am. However, it's pretty. There's nobody here. And look at the scene behind me. Alright, nature lovers. Chibi's about to take you on a hike through nature, real nature, not my backyard. I traveled for this. Let's go enjoy.
thought it was fake. I'm like, oh, somebody left their toy lizard. It's my night to show now. Bye, little buddy. I'll leave you alone. You're a scary color. I definitely hear a waterfall. I think it's that way. I'm gonna stay on the path though, trust me. I like the path. The path is nice. It's gorgeous out here. I can show you the water if you'd like. Okay. Then it was a little later in the morning, so we decided to drive back to the trails where we could get a lot closer to some waterfalls, which was my main goal personally. I hadn't seen a waterfall in person in many, many years. I was very, very excited, as you will see. Gotta look out for the bears. But this was a really easy trail with amazing views, so it was very much worth the drive. I'll take you on the, I say in quotations, hike, and let you enjoy the scenery. We made it to the first waterfall. This is a genuine reaction from me. I captured as much as I could on my phone, but obviously in person, it was just incredible. It was very, very beautiful, very thin, and very magical looking. You could tell I was very proud because I didn't think we were going to make it to the waterfalls that day. So this was Silver Thread Falls, and I ended up staying here for a while, just looking, before heading off to the next waterfall, which was very close. The last stop was Dingman's Falls, and let me tell you, I was unprepared for how big this waterfall was. it really did affect me in a very positive way. I was so happy. Look at that. Now you could climb a bunch of stairs up to the top of Dingman's Falls. So I, of course, decided to do that, got my workout in for the day. And when you reach the very top, you could actually look out from above. I was really scared I was going to drop my phone in. I did not drop my phone. But I really love that they had that access point. It was a very beautiful perspective.
That was absolutely amazing. Wow, really love seeing that. I'm gonna head back down now, get home, I'm about to check out, so it's time to go home, but this was so incredible. Hopefully this video comes together. If not, I had a wonderful experience and I really got out there. So, trust the creative process. You know, do something a little different every once in a while. It's good to have your things that you do and that you're used to. But also, try something different because even if it doesn't turn out like a masterpiece, not everything has to be a masterpiece, but I feel rejuvenated.
Alright, everybody, that is it. Thank you again so much, HB, for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Sleep well. Good night. Now, I did shoot a 10-minute roleplay that is not making
Hey, GB.
it into the final cut.
Hey Ben, you want to see what I'm working on?
What are you working on?
This video.
Wow, that is very meta.
I'm already ready for my next trip though, so I got pretty inspired.
Oh no, again? I'll go pack the bags.
Thanks, Ben.